So noisy here in the mountain. Hi! Hey. TTX Virtual. What is it? Well, it's an experience. It's actually just an entryway into a universe that does cool stuff. We have a lot of stuff here in the Legacy Forge, and we wanted to really just show people what we have because it's hard. It's really hard to show something digital, kinda, to people in a world where they crave specificity. People need to see exactly what you have in order to understand it. And to be honest, what we have is very hard to explain. That's why we have the tribe experience, because we couldn't explain it with words. But now we are getting better. We are now getting to a point where we can actually explain it. Kinda. The Legacy Forge is literally just a place where you can find your freedom in any form that is for you. It is where we help you become you by going into you, not telling you what to do, but going into you and showing you frameworks and stuff that really can change your reality, change your entire paradigm with one thought, one conversation. And it has happened so many times, and you will see more of that as we go on, but it's been a journey to say the least. So TTX Virtual, or these events online, were basically just a way for us to explain the events we have physically. And the physical events were basically just a small fraction of the entire experience, because the experience starts at the moment of you stepping into the world, into this universe, because it's so much more than a website. It is a new way of seeing the future that we're heading towards. I don't know how much you think about the fact that we have quantum computing, AI, Web3, blockchain, internet as a whole, and the energy shifts that is going around right now with Schumann resonances and frequencies elevating all over the world, transcending from 3D to 5D to who knows how many Ds we're going to see. There are things happening right now that you cannot even imagine if you haven't checked it out already. I'm not going to go what they call woo woo in terms of planetary positions and frequencies and alignment and quantum computing, or not even quantum computing, but quantum superposition and different other things that we don't even have to talk about right now because it's so easy to explain that it's love. It is vibing at a high frequency, and the best way you do that is by being fulfilled, feeling grateful, doing things in ways where you're seeing where you're going. It's a logical, practical freaking journey to understand how to see the world and the reality this limitless. To be able to create whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, the Legacy Forge is just the place where we help Legacy Forgers become who they are. And a Legacy Forger is a person who are able to create the reality that they feel within. And they have no limits in doing so. Because they know about the tools they have available. They know that the tools are just that. They're tools. We might talk about psychedelic plant medicine, and some people will go gung ho and go all in on just the fact that plant medicine is the answer, but that's bullshit. Plant medicine can open a window, just like meditation can, just like a traumatic event can, just like pain can, an ice bath, meditation, all these things can open the same reality, but it requires a way of seeing through it. Like it requires a lens. And that's why we saw that plant medicine is a very good way of doing that, because it kind of provides the lens without you having a choice in the matter. And then what you do with that is up to you. So it's extremely individual. But having these thoughts that we are serving inside of the Legacy Forge allows you to see things beyond the box. It allows you to transcend the label. It allows you to resonate and identify as something deeper than what you thought you were. Does that make sense? Because I feel like I am nothing more than energy. And the way that happened is that I started to see the math and the science in it. But I only saw that because I had an experience. I experienced something that made me see my life and reality differently, and I wanted to figure out what that was. And instead of me subscribing to a religion or a spiritual practice or something that humans have designed as we have tried to make sense of all of this, I tried to figure out what can I take from all the ancient wisdom that we have, all the cutting edge technologies and innovative things that we have figured out in quantum physics, in terms of psychology, in terms of neurogenesis, in terms of everything that we know today. Neurology has become a field that is extremely interesting. take that and see if I can put together something that makes sense. And we did. We called it SLS because and it was just a joke, by the way. It was a joke. We were sitting there thinking, how can we label this? What do we call this amazing feeling? This feeling that is more than happy. It is whiter than white. It is your soul harmonizing and just vibrating towards something. You're feeling called to do something. And that's what happens when you have a strong why in a purpose and a visualization of a dream outcome that you're trying to achieve. I'm not going to go deep into this because that's why we have the Legacy Forge. It is when you are energy, frequency that is aligned and attracting more energy of the same frequency. When you are meeting like-minded people and things are happening in your life and you're thinking like, wow, what a coincidence. Not a fucking coincidence. You have tapped into the power of humans. And what are humans? We are infinite creators. We are the only species known currently that can visualize our own death and create a fake kind of urgency in ourselves to really explore life if we focus on the positive things of life, of facing our challenges, transcending our limitations, breaking out of the boxes that we have been taught is life, and creating something based on who we are and what we can do to elevate other people in this universe. You are the same thing as everything else in the universe, in the known universe. You're a quantum subatomic particle vibrating in a Planck scale. And that just, you don't have to think more about that than the fact that if you zoom in on yourself, you are energy. And you're just energy vibrating on your frequency. And as is everything else in the universe. And when you start to couple these things with astral projection and other ancient practices in meditation, and seeing how this is actually a tool, a vehicle for you to do stuff that you probably didn't think was possible, and know that it is the frequency of belief in yourself and your ability to create this, you will see that the universe fucking responds in ways you could not imagine. But I feel like to get there, you need to experience it. That's why we call it the Tribe Experience. That's why we call it TTX, Tribe Experience Virtual. That's why we have these conversations in Ragnarok, in Saga, in Legacy Coaching, and everywhere we go, we try to have that little group of like-minded people. And sometimes we have a group of like-minded people, and we have one or two people in that group that is not on the same frequency, but because they are surrounded by other people that are vibrating higher, they cannot help but being pulled up. They can also pull others down. If you have a lot of people at a low frequency and you have one high vibing one, that person is going to feel like they're being pulled down because the amount of energies at that other level trumps their own. You have to be really conscious. And when we have a group of like-minded people vibrating at a high level, raising other people up, literally, you can see it in the calls. It's insane. And you can feel it. Then you can't deny it. And that's the Tribe Experience. So that's what we want to provide now, this weekend. We're going to provide a experience online where you can have a sample of this to see what this is. And it's completely free. We're going to have offers. We're going to have things in that presentation where we say, if you want to know more, you can go the long route. Here's the free part. Or you can join us in the Legacy Forge and become a Legacy Forger. Join the adventure. Get your runestone of bind runes of values. Get your legacy keys. Start getting those results that you are saying that you want. Instead of saying, I wish for this to happen, learn how to actually create it. Have it in your life. What's stopping you? I can tell you right now is your action and your belief that is not possible. Because if you're watching this right now, there's a reason. It's that simple. If you're still doing the things that you have always done, you're always going to receive the things that you've always received. It's kind of logical. So what we do is we give you a few ideas to open your mind and see that you can think a lot more freely, out of the box, and just entertain ideas. And just see things a little different compared to before. And all of a sudden you're going to see that life shifts. And it can happen in a span of 3 months. Actually, it can happen in a span of 2 seconds. It can happen in the span of a fraction. It could have already have happened, and you might feel this already. because you are getting psyched. You're getting a little. That's what's possible, and it's all about energy. It's all about just feeling better, which is insane. It provides you clarity of mind. It provides you communication skills up the wazoo. It provides you a belief in yourself and a self worth that trumps most of what I've felt across my journey. And I'm still on my journey. Like, you're going to learn with us inside of Tribe Experience, because at a certain level, you're going to see that what if, what if I do that? And then you're going to see, did that happen? What happened? Right? And because the tribe and the Legacy Forge is such a well bonded community of like minded people, everything that we do is shared with the community. So if we have the ability to do something that most people are not able to do, we will do everything that we can to share that experience and our insights and knowledge with you. That's just how it is. And we do that with everything, like the practical things. Actually, just everything that you have seen so far, we know how to do because you've seen it, right? So inside of the group, we help other people. We support them with what they need in order to give them what they desire, so that they can be more of themselves, become a legacy forger, and raise the world a little bit. You know, snap out of the whole victimized mentality and become offended of everything. And go in there and take responsibility of your own life and becoming the leader that other people need you to be, so that you can help other people ascend around you. Create a legacy for you, your kids, the future. For all I know, you're watching this in the year 3500. Do you still have tacos? I love your face. I hope to see you inside of TTX and or the Legacy Forge in general. Come in and just taste it for yourself, because I swear, I can almost guarantee, you will not regret it.
Welcome to the Legacy Forge.